Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, and my name is Azlinda Abdul Razak. My matric number is 271013. Today, we would like to present on the topic of civil servants stranded in the village can be dismissed. The issue that occurred to the civil servants during the festive season, even the current situation, where the issue can be seen during the COVID-19 pandemic in our country. In this issue also, say when a civil servant is stranded in his hometown, the civil servant can be subject to action based on the rule of Public Official Conduct and Discipline 1993. According to the Head of Public Service, Muhammad Khairul Adib and Abdul Rahman, the conditional movement control (PKPB) is often used and excuse not to work during that period, and even the situation emphasize workers to work from home for certain sector such as industry and other sector. This issue also emphasizes on the action taken against the civil servant, as the problem faced by civil servants stranded in the village based on PKPB can also be prosecuted because they are considered absent from duty, are also eligible for action based on certain punishment provision in General Order Chapter D, Public Official Conduct and Discipline Regulation 1993. In this issue also say about the civil servant, will think PKPB it is considered an offence under the Prevention and Control of Infection Diseases Act 1988 X 342, and can also be convicted of action in court for misconduct. In the Public Official Conduct and Discipline Regulation Act 1993, based on offence committed by civil servant can be subject to disciplinary punishments such as warnings, fines, deprivation of emoluments, deferment of salary movement, salary reduction of dismissal based on the action of their respective department. Therefore, the issue of civil servants stranded in the village can be dismissed. Dismissed is not considered a normal issue, but is involve the future of civil servants themselves.
According to my part, which is of the issue towards society in the country. Firstly, my name is Nurul Imanina binti Nasir, matric number 267905. So, during the case related to some company when they need to work from home because they not come to office during MCO. Okay, civil servant can be disciplinary action if they do not return to work during Idul Fitri because they are trapped in the village due to cost restriction during the CMCO. If an officer does not come for duty, whether in the office or working at home, he will be absent from a duty, and there are certain punishments provided at General Order Chapter D, Public Officer and Discipline Regulation 1993. According on 17 March to the Public Service Department circular, officer must work in the office or be allowed to work at home regarding to the instruction of the head of department. Next, impact for this issue, which is a temporary salary deduction for unpaid leave during the implementation of MCO. In this time, the workers are eagerly awaiting the decisions and action that will be taken by the employer. Logically, the employer's decisions will have implications for all Malaysian workers, especially in public office in certain sector. Okay, next, these health implications are even more probable to occur by low-level employee people with low level of qualification, lack of training, or lack of work experience. In terms of health impact, lack of work security may also affect employee attitude, such as decreasing job efficiency, loss of confidence in the company, and enhanced willingness to resign. For example, the media reported that a former pilot died after jumping from his condominium in Puchong, Selangor, due to stress to the job loss and source of income. The implication is that employees are likely to be motivated to change their attitude toward employers. Regarding to the Public Officer Conduct and Discipline Regulation 1993, civil servants who commit offences can be subject to disciplinary punishment for a certain period according to the type of punishment, such as warnings, 12 months, fine, 18 months, deprivation of emoluments, 24 months, delay of salary movement, 30 months, salary deductions, 6 months, and demotion or dismissal, 8 months. For example, the officer has been reported not come to without leave, without permission, and without reasonable cause 28 December 2005 until 2008 as 1098 days. Officer also undetectable because the letter called his return to that the has been sent by post register but has been written up. The official is deemed to have been missed in force from the date to the officer did not come on duty because no report that the officer comes during 7 days from the date of the notice. Okay, impact of the issue towards country. However, in view of Prime Minister was no need to reduce the size of civil servants as they were required to perform other duties to further enhance the effectiveness of service delivery. The size of civil servants in this country is so dynamic according to the passage of time, air pollution, economic, health condition, and so on. In 2008, the numbers of civil servants was about 1.2 million people. Now, the number has increased to more than 1.6 million people because previously there were rumors to reduce the number of civil servants so that the country's financial expenditure can be reduced. If we find there are some sectors that need to be considered so that the number of civil servants is ideal, especially in education and medical sector. There is no denying that the role of civil servants in the development and stability of the country is very important. Political parties that hold the reins of government alternately, but only institutions will continue to play their function as usual. Despite the many obstacles facing the country such as the political crisis and the threat of COVID-19, civil servants remain as the backbone of facing talents, restoring and developing the country. So that's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Shamila and to my fellow friends. So, before I start my part, I would like to introduce myself first. So, my name is Muhammad Amirul Zarif bin Muhammad Zamri, matrix number 267666. So, today I will explain to you on the solution towards the issue that have we chosen for this assignment. So, for the solution number 1, we have decided that tie up the implementation of existing law. If you are thinking of overcome the problem of misconduct among civil servants, it is better to start by tightening existing law. Has this existing law not been able to address the problem of misconduct among civil servants? The answer is no, because in my opinion, the existing law can already be a guide for a civil servant not to do things that involve misconduct. But what is a problem today is the extent to which these existing laws are implemented and enforced. Therefore, the responsible party should play an important role in implementing the existing law for those who commit this misconduct without the need for discrimination, because no matter who commits with this misconduct should not to be immune from the existing law there. Justice is very much demanded in enforcing the law without the term of pilih kasih in enforcing the law related to this matter of misconduct. The next one, solution number 2, is take disciplinary action against those who are committed with misconduct. disciplinary action as presented for those who are unable to return to work due to being stranded in the village during the crossing of the states during the PKP or MCO, Movement Control Order, period, should be implemented because it is clear that the government has banned Malaysians from crossing the state to return to the current village PKP period. So, it is very appropriate to be subject to disciplinary action for them, especially civil servants who have violates the instruction of PKP to be a lesson for those who do not want to listen to instruction issued by the Malaysian government. The next one, solution number 3, is foster a high value of integrity among civil servants. The value of integrity is very important for a civil servant because a civil servant will not run away with the value of integrity while serving in the public sector. This is because with the high value of integrity among civil servants, then the work carried out will be more effective and transparent. The quality of work can be improved because when a civil servant has a high value of integrity, then there will be no problem in the implementation of the work given. The work carried out can also be completed within the time period set by the superiors. Therefore, the value of this integrity is very important among civil servants to ensure that this incident of misconduct can be avoided. The last one, the solution number 4, is enforce a new law more effectively if existing law still not give any impact. If the existing law still does not affect those who commit with misconduct, the government should think of stricter laws because to ensure the quality of a civil servant much better, this new law should be giving more effective. It should be taken to reduce the problem of misconduct among civil servants. This measure is also to ensure that the image of the public sector is not tarnished as a result of a handful of civil servants who are often involved in misconduct. So that's all from me. Thank you.
As for the conclusion, we know that there are so many solutions for the government to do besides fire all the stranded civil servants. So, besides that, work from home also can save their job. Otherwise, if they choose the new candidates, it will cost more to the company. With respect to the number of personnel, the states may become weaker, which is, in a political or technological context, these activities they are asked to carry out not made simpler. So state governments will need flexibility to resolve a serious problem across a wide variety of public service. So this is including those that have invested intensively in contracting out. So a steadily rising number of government positions would need highly skilled and qualified workers. So these criteria need to be accepted and policies follow to fulfill these requirements. So the government no need to fire all the workers or the stranded civil servants. Besides that, they can ask them to do their job from home. That's all from us. Thank you.